Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Revere Sky. So I'm going to try to remember the name of my topic because I could go way out there. But the topic of this subject is going to be the dome inside the dome. Yes, D-O-M-E, Doma, Doma. The dome inside the dome. Okay. And this is for highly advanced people. This is for people who can drop the programming and just digest what I'm actually perceiving or trying to explain, okay? The dome inside the dome. You know, you get those autistic moments where you just go deeper into the rabbit hole, deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, because you're trying to figure out how to get out, right? At the same time, you're in survival mode. You're trying to figure out how to survive without inflicting pain or turmoil on yourself or people that resemble you. You understand what I'm saying? And then you can just go extreme and you can think more holistic and say we're all living beings. If I care about a rat or if I care about a bird, I'm going to care about aliens and parasites too, right? So you just try to figure out how we could all get along, right? So I was thinking to myself, yes, here we go, American indigenous people, okay? The indigenous people of the lands of America. We don't have an army. We've been written out of history. We've lost our identity due to some very highly intelligent beings on the planet, okay? We've lost all of our land rights and ties. Not only have we lost all of our land rights and ties to the land, we've lost the ties to our nationality, which left through identity theft. We've lost our culture, our accent, our language. We've lost our identity. We've lost our powers, our supernatural powers. And this goes far and beyond America. It spreads vastly throughout the planet, okay? We've lost a war that people cannot even fathom. We've lost a war where we didn't even know we were fighting. We was just born and bred into this existence. We have no recollection. We cannot recall what we have lost. And when you cannot recall what you've lost, you cannot claim it. You cannot own it. They burned the books. They hid the artifacts. And they made it so that you cannot even identify yourself. They caused you to hate yourself. Belittle yourself. When you look in the mirror, you think that you're not powerful. You think that you're not attractive. You think that you're not beautiful. You think that you are a born-bred mishap. Black sheep from a leftover disaster. But it's not that. So let's get back to the dome inside the dome. See, there's a lot of people on the planet that don't realize that Americans have no way to protect themselves. This is deeper than deep. Indigenous Black Americans have no way of protecting themselves. The reason being is, let's give you Africa, for example. Africa is many different countries inside one landmass, right? And each country inside of Africa has an army, right? Whereas Americans don't have the indigenous. When I say Americans, I'm talking about people who were here before it got conquered. North, Central, and South America. I claim it. I completely claim it. When I say American, I'm not talking about no red, white, and blue flag or nothing. When I say Americans, I own it. Amerique. I own it. You understand what I'm saying? It's in my blood. I own it. So let's get back to it. They have no way to get established. They have no way of protecting themselves. It's all foreign policy. Okay? So we have no way of protecting ourselves. We have no way of saying, we have no way of combating a situation and saying, no, I will not allow it. Your pen and paper does not matter. Nothing matters. I must protect and serve my people. Okay? We have no structure whatsoever. So what I mean by the dome inside the dome, for instance, we see how everything is being polluted. Waterways are being polluted. Air is being polluted. They're blocking out the sunlight. Everything is just toxic. Okay? But see, I'm not the type of person who say everything's toxic to the point that it wreaks havoc on my vessel. What I mean by wreaking havoc on my vessel is it lowers your vibration to the point that you become cancerous or diseased. Okay? No. Even though the planet is like that, you have to go against the grain and say, well, what can I do to detox if everything is toxic? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to detox from 5G, 4G, 3G, electrical magnetic fields, radio waves, microwaves, etc. So the dome inside the dome, I just think, and I just think, and I just think, and I just go down in this rabbit hole. Like, I forget the name of the movie. But, the thing here is, or that it is, I don't fucking know. The dome inside the dome, let me get to it. Because like I say, I could go down this rabbit hole forever. And no, I did not watch the movie. But I could go down this rabbit hole forever. Let's say you get your shit together as a collective, black people. And you just want to start from scratch. You know what I mean? You say, you know what? Y'all can have y'all shit. We just going to start from scratch. And let's say we found our own land, our own island. I don't give a fuck what it is. And we wanted to start from scratch. Do you know we would have to put a dome around us? We would literally have to collectively put a dome around us so that nothing can bring anything in and nothing can bring anything out. The reason being is because I just see myself with the 1,000,000 square miles of acres. I just can see it. And I could just see me flourishing all these tropical fruits and vegetables. And I could just see that evil eye in a lab designing some form of plague, some form of some form of parasite, some form of locust, some form of locust that will come in and destroy our crops. I could see someone doing like in is it Greece? Or where did they, like Haiti, putting sea salt or salt all over the land so that your crop won't grow. How can somebody put salt all over the land so your crop can't grow? I'm going to hit you to something else. Haiti war was before people was really driving aircraft, right? They say that Haiti can't grow their own food because they poured sand all over the land. How did they pour that sand all over? I mean, not sand, salt. Oh my God. How did they pour that salt all over the land? So, this is a real reality check here, okay? When you want to flourish, because there's going to be people that don't want to leave this planet. There's going to be people that's up for the challenge that don't want to quit this game. You understand what I'm saying? And you're really going to have to think from a bigger perspective. The same way they put us inside of a dome and won't allow us to leave as a human race collective, the same way to build your strength, to build your character, to build your brand. With inside this planet, on this plane, you're going to have to put a dome inside the dome. You're going to have to be able to protect your crops. You're going to have to be able to protect your water. You're going to have to be able to protect your air. And when I tell you, you need scientists, not only do you need spiritualists, you need scientists, you need mathematicians, you need doctors, you need all of that. But for the people, because we won't have no challenges, and this dome, inside the dome, will not be able to be penetrated. Oh no. When this dome goes up, it will be like heaven on earth. The dome inside the dome. And they're gonna try to put a cloud over us. They're gonna try to do everything. But they won't be able to penetrate us. They're gonna try to dig in the ground. They're gonna try to dig around us because they're gonna be so focused on us. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is when you let go. When you let go of everything. When you quit. And when you quit and you come together as a collective. I mean, not no small collective. I mean a huge collective. Because that shield is going to go up. That dome is going to go up. And guess what? Slowly but surely, that dome is going to grow. And it's going to expand. And you're going to create your own soul. Your own soul cycle. With inside this dome. You're going to create your own rain. You're going to create everything you need. But you have to realize that it's not going to happen. Right now, you can purchase any land in this state. There's no military that's going to protect you. There's no police that's going to protect you. There's no doctors or lawyers that's going to protect you. You have to literally tap out and create the dome. And it's sad, but it's true. It's true. The dome inside the dome. Let's say right now, all of us as a collective take millions of dollars and buy up land. And then we decide to irrigate water. We decide to have our own rules and regulations, our own sheriff system, our own houses, our own agriculture, our own windmills. But this is the thing. You don't have a way to control your airways. you don't have a way to control your waterways. Let me hip you to something. Have you ever seen springs? You see these natural springs that just shoot out of mountains and stuff. But some of these springs dry up. The reason why some of these springs dry up is because when people see clean water coming out of a certain area, they tap into the source of it like 5 or 6 miles from where it was coming out, and it dries up. So let's say if you had a lake or a pond or something, right? And this pond stayed full, but all of a sudden your pond just dries up. The reason is because somebody tapped into your water source that was replenishing your pond. That's the same goes when you build your own community. Irrigate your own water. You're going to have people, let's say you have a lake, they're going to come in and steal your fish. They're going to find out how you're getting water and cut it off 20 miles up the road somewhere. You're going to grow crops. You're going to have 1 million acres of crops. They're going to send bugs in to eat up your crop. So how do you prevent this to the people that want to continue to play this game? You're going to have to create your dome inside the dome. Point blank period. So to the people that don't understand me, this is not for you. This is for the people that are highly advanced, that want to stay on this planet. You're going to have to create a dome inside the dome. Point blank period. And you have to understand and understand that your soul, the sun, you can create your own sun. But you have to realize it's your own essence. It's your own ether. Let's say if you have 1 million people to meditate and create your dome. And the dome comes up. The dome brings a shield up. You have to all be vibrating on the same frequency now. You're going to have ethers that mingle and create a life cycle for you. And replenish you. It's going to give and take, give and take, give and take. But it's only going to be inside the dome. You're going to create reciprocation. You're going to create everything you need inside your dome. And the dome is going to be as above as so below. This means that whatever goes on inside your dome does not have anything to do with what's on the outside of it. Meaning no matter how far they dig, no matter how far they blast, they're not going to be able to penetrate your dome. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. So to the people that are not ready to quit, you need your scientists, okay? Because you're in a system where you have, by paper law, you have no rights. You can't build. You can't build your own currency. You can't do nothing. So you have to figure out how to put up your shield, how to put up your dome. You know what I mean? I've already tapped out. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? There's too many distractions on a global level. And once you realize how easy it is to program humans, we're to the point now where we're so caught up in this game, we cannot even live off instinct. We can't even live off gut instinct. Come on now, you got women feeding their children out of a pharmaceutical bottle. You've lost all your free will. As soon as you go in a hospital to give birth, As soon as you put a artificial milk in your child's mouth, as soon as you feed your child another animal's milk, you've lost all free will. It's done. Your instincts are gone. It's done, man. It is done. But I just thought that I would theoretically explain to people, if they want to take this challenge and just keep holding on to something that's already broken and destroyed, ain't got no elasticity whatsoever. We have lost our natural instincts to survive on this planet. We think that it is far-fetched, sick in the head. That's like, I see a wild berry. If it's plush and pretty and soft, it's most likely edible. If it's hard, like a seed, you got two types of blackberries, real soft and plushy and plump, and then you have the hard ones. There's like just black skin and seed, you know. If you can't go out in nature and visually see, this is edible, this is not edible, you've lost your instincts. If you can't look at the sun rise and know if you're pointing north, east, south, west, you've lost your instincts. If you can't have your child at home, you've lost your instincts. If you can't breastfeed your child, you've lost your instincts. Can people recover from this? Yes. But are they willing to recover? Are they willing to see the truth? Are they willing to trust their own instincts? People blame animals and look at animals as fucking weak links, but they never lost their instincts. Never lost their instincts. I don't care if a dog ain't got a house, a home, and ain't got no dog food. A scavenger. I bet you that dog know how to give birth. I bet you that dog know how to feed his babies. See, that's one thing that y'all don't realize. We have people having children that cannot give birth on their own. Like I say, this rabbit hole goes deeper than deep. The dome inside the dome. We can all prosper. We can all feed the world. But at the same time, you just got some evil. I'm not even going to call them evil. That's the wrong word. You got some people who cannot benefit off of us taking care of ourselves. And this has nothing to do with money. If you keep thinking it has something to do with money, you're far from the truth. This has nothing to do with money. This has something to do with harvesting energy, whether that's a food source, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or ethereally. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is too far deep. It's too far deep, and y'all won't never get it. Because by design, you lack instinct. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.